get started.
This isn't a cruise. This is the launch of a global platform. One ship, 6 unforgettable nights, and the greatest fighters who ever live. Including Michael Morler, Ray Mercer, Hasim Rahan, Mike Tyson, and over 50 boxing legends on one ship for one historic week. Themed cruises sell out years in advance, and theirs don't have a fraction of our scale. Boxing is global. So is the demand. Millions of fans, every continent, one ship. Not a meet and greet, not a photo op. 6 nights of dinners, sunrises, and stories you'll tell for the rest of your life. And boxing is just the beginning. NFL, NNBA, NHL, Hollywood, music, every legend on earth, one platform. And when the ship docks, the experience expands. The Royal Beach Club, private island, infinity pools, cabanas, cocktails, the legends, and you, unplugged in paradise. Cabin sales, sponsorships, VIP, streaming rights, a global database of millions of super fans, monetable for decades. So here's what we're offering the founders, the ones who get in first. Every dollar invested returns 2.25x, and every dollar earns a share of the company. This is the pre-launch founding round. Once it closes, this offer is gone. This isn't a cruise. This is the future of fan engagement, the future of live experience. And it sails once, November 2027, be on the ship.
It's a different tubing, but I can. That's why it says so. No. Just listen.
Okay, guys, we're working on a lot of different promo reels as we're getting ready for our marketing phases coming up real soon. So we'll share those with you as they come in. Okay.
Carolyn, just so you know that this is a different tubing, so it does look like it's slower, but I can make it go faster.
Janet.
Okay.
Janet.
Yes.
Can you mute yourself, love?
Oh God, I'm having so much issues here. I can't get my iPods on.
All right, just because
Hold on, let me say.
Right.
I'd definitely be happy to mute.
We hear you loud and clear.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, guys, we'll get started here. There's a little bit of some of our advertising coming up. This is our Legends of Boxing inaugural fan cruise. I'm going to show you guys that what we're building is a lot more than just this, too. But this is obviously the foundation. November 15th to 21st on the Independence of the Seas. Okay.
All right, so this is where we are today. I feel like, we just started this journey, and for us, it's been like crazy because we've been nonstop. So we're here, we're going forward. We've come with a strategic partnership in place with the World Boxing Council, which is huge. We've redone again the logo, the this, the that, just to make everything perfect. So we're here. We're finally here. So we're no longer building the idea. We're executing the event, and it's going to be the event of a lifetime.
Awesome.
Cool.
Okay. So fan cruise, the theme cruises have been around a while. We are redefining the industry and how fans can engage with the icons that they admire. So, as we've mentioned, we're only looking to do the biggest and the best, and the feedback has just been amazing amongst the athletes, sponsors, everybody, because it's never been done before. They've done some smaller ones before. I mean, you would be surprised with some of these themed cruises that sell out. And these are some of the musical ones. Myself and even Delilah's son, Demetrius, co-founder, who's really into music and younger than we are. And we've never heard of any of these people, but yet they're selling out. So, to be done at the scale that we're doing it, having the biggest and the best icons on some of the biggest and best cruise ships is just something that is we're taking it to another level. And we are super excited about it, and we are super appreciative of our founders for making this happen. But that is our mission. That's our vision with the themed cruise side. We're going to be talking about some other initiatives as well. But the biggest, the best, and that's what we're doing. So we're starting off with the inaugural Legends of Boxing fan cruise, where we will have more legendary world champions in one place than's ever been assembled before.
Wow.
50 and 75 Hall of Fame fighters,
Cool.
unprecedented, huge global media exposure, high value engagement. And you're talking about very passionate, very affluent fans. We don't have all the data for this deck here, which, we've done the research, but boxing is, it's the only sport that, to take the United States, for example, the top 50 programs in the United States every year consistently are National Football League. We're very big football people. Well, guess what? Last year, only boxing broke through that in the United States. Now, globally, it's huge. But with the Canelo fight last year, the only thing, nothing else was able to break through. Not even I don't watch the award ceremonies. Delilah, you can help me with the Academy Awards, the Grammys. No.
Yeah.
Boxing is the only thing that broke through the National Football League in the United States. Okay. Again, we're getting the greatest boxers in history: Mike Tyson, Manny Pacquiao, Sugar Ray Leonard, who we're going to meet at the Boxing Hall of Fame. Darren Patterson, we were looking you up to. You're not that far from Canastota if you want to come meet us there. You're a couple, maybe 2 hours away. And what's the name of your city again, Darren? Okay.
I think we have.
I'm in Buffalo.
Oh, so he's upstate too, but I don't know how
Okay.
far.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, Canastota I'm familiar with.
All right. So just to give you a little bit more info about the World Boxing Council, this opportunity with working with them is so great because when you deal with the NFL or, basketball, but whatever, you're dealing with a sports complex with rules and regulations. The WBC, there are partners. So they're going to open up their Rolodex. They're going to roll out the red carpet. They're going to make sure that we get in touch with the top fighters and make this all possible. So when we explain to you about the World Boxing Council, like a lot of people will tell me, well, I don't really care about boxing. Well, that you should, because this is what's facilitating, all the things that we're offering you, and their name is huge in the boxing community. So with them, we don't have to pay them anything like you would the NFL or, so all of that money stays in our pocket as well for the opportunity to grow. So without the WBC, this is just a cruise, right? But with the WBC, this is a landmark moment in boxing history. We are going to the International Hall of Fame, June 11th through the 14th. Sugar Ray Leonard will be there. Like there's all these huge boxers. So, right. So we are starting the networking process to bring these boxers on board and
Awesome.
entertainment.
Okay. Thank you, Delilah. Okay, so to attract, all these legendary guys. Now, the great thing about it is, well, I don't want to say the great thing. It's, part of it's a little bit sad that some of them don't have the money that they had, and they're coming on the cruise for, smaller honorariums. But to get them all, we give everybody guaranteed appearance fees, tiered by their profile and legacy. Now, what we're doing is a little bit different, guys, and I know you guys are all good business people and very, very smart. So hopefully you understand where we're coming from. We want this to be such a huge success. And this cannot be a success if, first of all, everybody has to win, but these legends, they have to win. Okay. So we are letting them keep their autograph money. We're creating a forum for the fighters, and not just boxing. Again, we're going to be going football, basketball, golf, tennis, everything, and giving them this place in this marketplace where the biggest boxing fans and the wealthiest, because it's not a cheap cruise, that will be giving them an annual earning potential every single year. So they know that, hey, I'm going to go on this boxing cruise every year. I'm going to make $50,000 or $100,000 with my autographs, some VIP appearances. So where a lot of the other theme cruises, they're putting their paws in everything. We're going to make a lot of money on ticket sales, sponsorships. As a matter of fact, we did not know really how much we can make from sponsorships. In our pro formas, in our financial modeling, we only put like 100 or 200,000 in the beginning because we didn't really know. Well, everybody's coming back. Different agencies are saying that this will probably bring in a minimum of $1 million, up to $3 million in sponsorships. Plus, we're $6 to $7 million of profits from the ticket sales. So we want these legends that don't have the earning potential or at all. They're not making their money that they made in the sport. And very few of them have endorsement deals to have this forum where they can make money every year. And this way, all the other athletes from the other sports, will know that we're a company that not only do we have a charity that we raise money for charity, but we're also helping these legends make money every single year through these fan cruises. So we feel that is going to make us very successful, make the fighters want to come back year after year, and for other reasons as well, which we'll explain. We're not going to overwork them, and we're going to encourage them to even bring family members if they want, and all these things. So, but that's, we're giving them premium compensation. We're giving them world-class accommodations, suites for the top ones, balconies for everybody else. And again, we're encouraging a family-first environment. And that's one of the reasons why we've chosen Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines, because it's such a great family-oriented cruise.
Okay. So, that we started the America Cares,
Fan Cruise Care.
Fan Cruise Cares nonprofit. Because to me, in life, when you make money, you have to give it back. You must give back. So this initiative is pretty awesome because it is purpose driven, right? From day one, when we started this, the reason we started this nonprofit is to give back. Our first inaugural boxing is to give back for the boxers. I've been to a few of these boxers' homes, and you would think that they're these elaborate big homes, and they're not. Like Michael Moore, who is one of the, he was a heavyweight champion. He lives very modestly, gets up at 4 a.m, goes to train kids at the gym. And it's all about the kids and the youth and, keeping them out of trouble. So when we did this fundraising, knowing that when you invest or when you take part, you're taking part of giving back to them, right? So the fundraising is tied to key programming on the ship, like panels and celebrations. Like we said, their autographs, all that money is going to go to them. So here it really does become a place of purpose. So every cruise that we do going forward, there's a purpose. It's not, the next one might be the Wounded Warriors or Make-A-Wish or whatever the charity is. But this, for the boxers, is going to be, along with others, a yearly event. And just the fact that where your money is going, right, through Fan Cruise Cares is a really beautiful thing, because we're going to focus and we're going to put it where it needs to be.
And we actually, even on this cruise here, there's going to be several children from Make-A-Wish Foundation that will be on board.
So
about that.
Pretty cool.
That's
Okay.
great.
All right,
That's
guys.
great.
Almost every themed cruise is sold out. Star Trek on their 10th year, you can't even get anywhere near a room. They're not even cruising until, February of 2027, sold out. Every one of these are sold out. And they don't have anywhere near the star power that we're going to have. We were actually watching a video of this Star Trek cruise yesterday, even though we've seen it before, but just wanted to watch a different one. And why is it so successful? Why do they sell out so fast? And because, they do it right. When you go on there, if you're a Trekkie, you feel like you're part of that Trekkie family. And, that's what we're going to be doing here in the boxing world. But again, these cruises, they sell out fast.
And you remember what they said, that the next cruise for 2027, 80% of it is already sold out.
85%. Yeah, they sell
On the
85%
cruise.
of the next year's cruise
So
on
keep that in mind, right? Who's
on the
gonna,
cruise. Yeah.
right, reserve for next year.
Yeah. It's just such a great industry, great model. Okay. So again, the Independence of the Seas. I've never been on that ship before. We're going to be doing several ship inspections on there before we go with the event crew and everybody, so we know every nook and cranny of the ship. But we've been told by the event planners, Mr. Ratchford's on here now. He can attest to that. And this is an unbelievable ship to charter, because although it's a big ship, it's not the biggest. It was the biggest in 2008, but it's a big ship. But people say that everything is not too far apart. Like you can kind of navigate the ship pretty good, and you never feel like it's overcrowded. It's very well designed.
All right, so yeah, that was what I was going to talk about. But there's that. What's nice about the ship, though, that's what he was saying. There's thousands of premium staterooms, suites to accommodate a truly global guest list. And that people that we have spoken to that have done charters on this ship truly say in 2008, this was the biggest cruise ship out there. So we did pick a really, really good ship with lots of rooms. And I like what this says. Other events, rent a room. We charter a city at sea. The whole thing. When I talk to people, that's what I tell them. We chartered the whole dang ship. That means from one end to the other end, we have control. So that's pretty cool. All right.
So go through some pictures here. They put the flow rider in, has the water slides. Beautiful pool area. There's that flow rider. All founders, when you go on the cruise, you must do the flow rider.
Yeah.
Good lie. Yeah, right. No.
Cool. Look at this. This is just the main dining room. This isn't even a specialty restaurant. Look how beautiful this main dining room is. 3 stories. Main theater, where we'll have the main Lifetime Achievement Awards, which is going to be live streamed, most likely Netflix, could be somebody else, talking to a few partners. So they have a beautiful theater, beautiful suites, giving some of the top fighters and the top VIP. Some of these suites, they sell for $50,000 and people pay it all day long. All of our founders and us, we all get a beautiful balcony stateroom.
Yay.
This is solarium, adults only pool. We'll have a lot of cool activities there.
So we get-
Vintages, wine bar. That'll be a VIP event. Can do wine tasting with the legends. Schooner bar. Here's the promenade. Gets very lively at night. This place, it will get very crazy tonight. This is Boleros. This is the Latin style lounge. Boxing has a huge fan base in Mexico, South America, Spain. So that will be lively. This I am super excited about. This is the Viking Crown Lounge. This is going to be reserved only for the legends and their family. Not even the VIPs will get in there. They might be able to get in there for an hour. Well, guess what? Of course, myself, Delilah, and Demetrius will be in there, but only the founders will be allowed in there. None of our other investors will be allowed in here. I've been speaking to a lot of the fighters. They are so excited. Oh, and not just the fighters. We have people from the NFL coming, NBA. They are super excited about not just being with the fans, but having an opportunity for almost a whole week to be with all of the other legendary fighters in one place, for them to be able to be in this lounge for a few hours out of the day. And that's another thing too, is, we're thinking big picture here. We want the legends to be comfortable. We don't want them to feel like they are working every minute, because then, yeah, the ones that need the money, they'll come back. But the biggest stars are the ones that don't need the money. Sugar Ray Leonard is worth $100 million or something like that. So they will be able to come to this lounge with their family anytime they want and just relax, hang out with all the other legends. Okay. And I'm super excited about being in here. So, and again, only our founders will be able to come in here with us. But so, yeah, we're excited about that. That's the Viking Crown Lounge, and has a tremendous view, of course. This is the sports bar, Playmakers. Actually, we will have a little bit of a pool tournament. That'll be one of the cool events. This place here, do not come by this place past probably midnight. This is Ale and Anchor, the British style pub. I've never been to London, but I hear they drink a lot, and they are rowdy, and they are big boxing fans. So I think we're going to have a little extra security around Ale and Anchor. This place is going to be very loud. I can assure you that. If any of you guys have,
hello, mates.
if you guys have been to the UK and you've been in those pubs, that's what I hear about them. But they are very passionate boxing fans, and they will be, as they say, they will be coming over the pond for sure to get on this cruise and pay top dollar. Okay. Now this here, guys.
Wait, no, that's me. I'll talk about it. All right. So when we dock, go back.
Yeah. No, you got the next page, though.
I don't have this page. Okay, I'll be quiet. Go ahead.
Okay. The Royal Beach Club. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Royal Beach Club. They just finished it in December of 2025. This is I don't know what they spent on it, whatever, 100 million or more. So Royal Caribbean owns this part of Nassau. It's called the Royal Beach Club. We are doing a full buyout of the entire beach club. I forget how many acres it is. What's cool about this is it's the only spot where all 4,000 plus fans and legends and everybody together are going to be able to be in one place all together. And it comes with different private cabanas and things like that, that the people that are paying the huge money for the suites, we're going to be able to add that in, bring in extra money as well. But we are so excited about this. And we're going to do this on all of our Legends cruises. We're going to show you the pictures. I know Delilah's chomping at the bit here to talk about this as well.
Oh, said it all. So there's 17 acres of ground that is onto us. 17.
Wait till you see the pictures, what they did. Yeah.
So you see how they're all little numbers of things to do there, and then there's cabanas, and everybody's ticket that is buying a ticket for the cruise is going to, we've priced that in, is going to include this part, because this is extra. So we bought out the whole island, and it's really amazing. I know, it's cool, right?
Yep.
So yeah, you feel really rich when you do that. So pretty awesome. We're gonna have an amazing time. But the point is that you can, all the people on the ship, we're putting them all in one place at the same time. On the ship, you got to be different places. So this gives everybody an opportunity to spread out all at one time. We'll have a separate place for the players and the celebrities. But, like we say, the VIP people, your founders have the, access.
But they'll be walking around.
Yeah.
And what's good about it is, all your food's included. If you purchase an alcohol drinks package for the cruise, that will carry over to the beach club. And the great thing about it is it's only about $140 per person. So considering the average price is, $4,000 or $5,000 a person, it's very easy to just build in that $140 per person, and look what they're getting for it. They're going to get this entire day. Unbelievable. So it really doesn't cost us anything. It adds and enhances the entire experience tremendously. So we'll take a look at some pictures here. It's just absolutely gorgeous.
Wow.
Yeah. Look at this. They built a pool that's like a swimming pool right on the ocean. I mean, is that the coolest thing? And then people have to pay for these chairs. So that's extra, money. We're not going to mark it up, just whatever they pay. But When we buy out the whole island, we take control of all the cabanas, everything. And that's, extra revenue opportunities.
All right, you have to let me back in because my computer died. I don't know what happened.
We have the Royal Beach Club. Okay. Look at that hot tub built right in there. Look at the scenery in this. And we're going to have this all day. All the food, all the drinks are all going to be included for the guests. I don't know about you. I want to be there right now.
It's one of the jinx.
Yeah.
Me too.
That was jinx. I know.
Okay. All right. Now, as Delilah was mentioning before, this is a full ship charter. So we take control of everything. Now, this might seem small, but this is the little event and conference center. Well, guess what? We're going to have sponsor activations, big companies. We'll definitely have people in the insurance industry. They can have a seminar here. They pay a lot of money to do that stuff. And guess what? We get to, get that sponsorship money and their financial planners and all types of new products that they have coming out. So just little things like having, the event and conference center for here is just a big money maker for the company. Okay. You there, Delilah?
Oh, I am here. Sorry, I was looking at something. Yes. Okay. So the branding on the ship is going to be super cool because we're going to be able to brand the WBC around the whole ship. Like when you go on these charters, they have like the elevators will be with the WBC, fan crews, the sponsorships. So that's really cool because walking through that whole ship, it'll all be branded with fan crews. And then you see the WBC logo with the Legends of Boxing fan crews. The WBC has never done a co-op logo. Like they've always had it separate. So they've actually allowed fan crews to be a, combined logo with the WBC. That's huge when, because they believe in you, they're going to do that. And then branding napkins, branding, name tags, VIB tags. So fan crews will be throughout that whole ship, which is pretty amazing. We'll have daily activities, when people get on board in their cabin, they'll have the, a whole little packet. So when we say that we're working overtime, this cruise has to be perfect or near perfect, right? And so just know that we are trying to put everything in place going forward. We're almost there.
And also, we know a lot of you, do want to come on board from a work capacity. We're very close to that, guys. Okay, very, very close. Okay, now we have a lot more coming out. There's probably, I don't know about that will be rolling out in June and July. But Fan Cruise, we are not just the Legends of Boxing cruise. We're not just themed cruises. Fan Cruise, from the corporate side, is we are going to be a major cruise player, both online and offline, leveraging the millions and millions of eyeballs that we'll have on our themed cruises and our great company name of Fan Cruise. Are you a fan of cruising? We'll make you a fan of cruising. And we own the domain fancruise.com. So we have partnerships with every cruise line. And we are going to we're going to have the best service possible. Everybody gets the same price. And the good thing about it is most people, when they're booking especially the luxury side, okay, I know we've spoken to a lot of you guys. We booked a lot of trips for our founders in the past. And we know a lot of you guys have done some expensive trips, $5, $10, $20, $30, $40,000 vacations. The great thing about it is at that level, nobody cares about saving a couple $100. They all care about getting the best service possible and making sure that their entire vacation is seamless and everything is well coordinated. So although we'll give little perks here and there, we do not have to discount We just have to give the best service. And that's where our senior citizens working from home, we're going to be able to have people that just specialize in Royal Caribbean, people that just specialize in Holland America, Princess, all the cruise lines, people that specialize in only Alaska cruises, only Caribbean cruises, only European cruises. And the great thing about it is most of them will be able to do that working from home we're going to use a lot of AI in terms of the marketing and content creation, but we're going to have live people. See, a lot of companies are trying to use the AI to take over the service. That's where people will say, no, no, no. I go to Fan Cruise because I get a US-based amazing person helping me every time. Now we have what's called the Emerald Club. And we are following the Amazon Prime model of a low-cost membership. There's another company called iCruise that does this as well. Only $99 per year. You get a minimum $100 onboard credit every time you book a cruise, so you get your money back right away. The key is that it's a recurring revenue stream of the $99, and then they book their cruises. The average cruise booking on this side is about $5,000. And with very conservative estimates, after 5 years of doing our Emerald Club and bookings, you're looking at could be $58.7 million. Our goal is to have 100,000 members. That'd be pretty nice too. $99 a year times 100,000, that's $10 million in membership and then booking a lot of cruises. But we'll give you a lot more information about the Emerald Club. But again, we are not here just to do fan cruises. Obviously, that's our number one goal right now, but we are going to be a massive, major player. Delilah and I have been doing this a long time, and we've learned throughout the years about taking care of clients and having the best service. And we have models that will do that. But again, Fan Cruise, probably in 5 to 10 years from now, we'll probably be making more money from just booking tens of thousands of cruises every year than we will from the Fan Cruises. But it's all going to, go into the same company, the same ecosystem. And, we're very excited about that. Okay.
Wow.
Yep. The
Mhm.
cruise business is booming, guys. It's booming.
Wow. That's great.
Okay. All right. So fan and legend interaction access like never before. Again, having the full ship gives us the ability to control every venue, every single event, and we are going to have just a tremendous mix of different events and activities. We're going to work with all the legends. Again, we have to make sure that they're, doing the things that they enjoy. So, some boxers, they're going to be like, hey, yeah, I love dancing. I love doing karaoke. Some are shy. They're not going to want to do that. So we're going to work with them so they do what they want to do. And this way they're going to, be able to, give their all to everything that they do. But you're talking about very up close and personal moments, intimate panels and storytelling, shared experiences, real genuine connection.
Good.
And like I tell
was
people,
good.
yeah, with these themed cruises here, we'll have all these great events and activities, but you know what? People are going to have the best time eating dinner with them in the dining room, or maybe having a drink with them at the lounge at 1 o'clock in the morning, and end up having an hour-long conversation. That's where most of the fun happens, is away from the planned activities and just on the things that happen spontaneously, as in most things in life. Okay.
All right. So this is where, we were having a talk with the World Boxing Council the other day, and can you see me? Like my
Yes.
okay, my computer screen keeps going on and off, so sorry. And one boxer was talking to the head of the World Council, and they were like, hey, how are you? Like the brotherhood that these people have. So it's not just, the fans meeting the legends, it's the legends bonding with the legends, which we're branding that as well. So like, even when you talk about football, there might be a guy from, 19, back in the day, to somebody that they've known that they haven't seen in 10 years. And then they're on this cruise, and they're all bonded together. So that actually is one of the best things that we love about that. So it's not just the fans meeting the legends, it's the legends meeting the legends, or the sports celebrities meeting the legends. So it's kind of almost like a great brotherhood that we have going on there.
And soon, even a sisterhood at one point when there's gonna be some women boxers
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
We'll
that's
do
right.
Oh.
other sports, women's soccer and everything. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Who are we talking about that does martial arts with me? Who isn't there somebody on here that I'm a 4th degree black belt, people.
Oh my gosh.
That's what
That's
everyone-
right.
Cool.
Okay.
Well,
Hey,
look
guys,
out.
soon, within the next couple of months, we are going to, with the World Boxing Council, there will be a global marketing and press releases, literally every developed nation around the globe. Some of these countries, boxing is huge, some it's medium, some it's a little bit lower, but it's a global sport, so it hits every single nation.
Mm.
It's going to be just all over the place. You guys will see several press releases. You'll Google it, and it will be, there'll be minimum dozen articles that rank on the first page. Okay.
All right. So the long-term vision, because this is long-term, we're not just a one-hit wonder. Okay. This is just the beginning. And the greatest events, they don't happen once, they become institutions. We're not just doing this to do it and then that's it. What begins as a single historic voyage is designed to become the annual Legends of Boxing Fan Cruise and Summit at Sea. It's definitely going to be a permanent fixture on the global sports and culture calendar. So over time, and the reason we, again, are showing you all these things is an annual recurring multi-million-dollar fundraising engine for the Jose Suleiman Foundation. When we talk about this again, all of these things make your stock that you're holding so far very, very valuable as we grow and as people invest and as they see the brand. So one of the most important things that you guys are holding is that stock. I'm not selling my stock at that point. So just keep that in mind that is gold in your hands. And when we went through this process, and we'll talk about the Emerald Club later at another point, we only allowed certain amount of people. So the 23 that we have here, you guys are gold because without you, this wouldn't be possible. So just realize that when we have an opportunity, we're taking you with us. We want you to participate in anything that we have, to make your experience better. And monetary, that's what we're talking about is monetary. So this thing is going to honor boxing forever amongst everything else that we're doing.
Okay. I know we've mentioned this in the past, but this is the flagship event, which is going to be the Lifetime Achievement Award for these legendary fighters. This is the one that we'll probably have a lot of different smaller events that'll be live streamed, but this is the one that's really attracting the interest from Netflix.
Ooh.
To have this Lifetime Achievement Award live streamed on Netflix. And we have a couple of other ones too, but they seem very, very interested. And it's just an unbelievable opportunity. And the good thing about it is they would produce the whole thing as well. But this is going to be a massive, massive event ceremony that we're going to have on board. And this is going to be followed by a special gala that you have to donate money to get into. Okay, of course, the founders, you guys will be the only ones in there with us that didn't donate a lot of money. That's going to be the only event that's going to have every single legend, 50 to 75 of them. Plus, we're getting a minimum of 2 to 3 Hall of Famers. Okay, we'll release the names soon as we get them all signed up, but the huge interest already because these guys, a lot of them, they're big boxing fans, especially back in the day when Mike Tyson used to fight. These guys, they would stay up on that Saturday night. They didn't care if they had a game the next day. They were watching those pay-per-view fights with Holyfield and Tyson and Lennox Lewis and Muhammad Ali and all these guys. So they're big. A lot of them are very big boxing fans. So they're going to be at the gala. We're going to have several big Hollywood names and several big music, people like Snoop Dogg and these guys, and not all rap, but some other ones as well. And they're going to be at this gala. And it'll be the only thing. There's only going to be about 400 people in that place that every single star and legend will be there. It is going to be a, black tie star-studded event like you've never seen before. And that's the big event of the cruise. And that's what's getting a lot of some of the superstars, they like to get their awards. And that's going to be the big flagship, ceremony of the cruise. Again, live streamed all over the world.
Do we have the itinerary? The protocols?
So they're adding in the private beach club in Nassau, and that's going to be signed off on the next couple of days. But right now we're looking at it's going to be Falmouth, Jamaica, Nassau, but we're not really doing Nassau. We're only doing the private beach club that day, and Freeport, Grand Bahama Island. Now there's going to be other opportunities too. So the governments of these Jamaica and the Bahamas are most likely going to get involved, and they're going to make a big to do about having all these legends in their country, and there'll be sponsors most likely from Jamaica, the rum companies. There's going to be some big events.
Okay.
Okay, so again, hold on, my stupid computer screen keeps going in and out.
Yeah, and I'm going to chime in here as well, Delilah, and then I'm going to let you
Okay.
finish up here. So this is what's really amazing here. I can only imagine a lot of people that are starting companies right now to already know that they already have data that their industry is already slightly being taken over by AI. I mean, there's just so many things that
Ooh,
who knows what it's going to be like in 5 or 10 or
oh,
15
wow.
years from now.
Oh
So
my God.
we are just so excited to be in an industry that is AI proof. As a matter of fact, AI only makes us more desirable. The more technology that you're forced into just makes you want to, disconnect more and more. That's why, people are always going to take vacations. The cruise industry, if you look at the, let's see what page that is here. I'm going to go back to that real fast here. Oh, what's that? I was looking at this earlier. I'm like, okay, look at this dining room here. No TVs. It probably looked the same 20 years ago, 30 years ago, right? So that's the industry that we're in, which is, an AI-proof industry, something that is truly a celebration of life. And, again, with all the technology that's forced down our throat, cruises, vacations, restaurants, right? These are the businesses, the very few that you can sit there and say that we're AI proof. I mean, even they literally have robots now that can perform surgeries on you. Just imagine what that's going to be in 20 years from now. Okay. I mean, doctors might be obsolete, but fan cruises will not. Right, Delilah?
It's crazy. Right, hang on, I'm waiting for my screen to come back. All right, you go on to the next page. All right, so this is definitely the moment. We're almost at that point that we are going to be able to move forward, getting everything in place for ticket sales and whatnot. But the inaugural sailing does set the foundation. Massive exposure and market entry. We have a scalable model already in motion. So from the idea, right, we've already executed, and now we're giving you the opportunity, the early stage positioning with real traction, because we already know it works. We've already built it to scale. And so the opportunity is to get in before full scale growth. You never want to chase anything. Be part of building the category leader. So everything you've seen does lead to this moment. We are giving you guys the opportunity first. I've had, just to give you a little example, from the last webinar to now, we've had a few people give $100,000 more on top of their $25,000 because they do see the potential and where we're going. And more than half of you have called me and I told you, just wait. I want you to see where we're going, what the opportunity is, that opportunity now. And that's why we haven't done your stock certificates yet, because we want to make sure we give you this last opportunity, to build on what you have. If you don't, if you're comfortable with where you are, that's perfect. But if you want to grow, I'm going to be calling you in the next couple of days, answer any other questions you have before I do those stock certificates to send out, because they are ready to go.
Okay, and with that, we want to say thank you to the founders. Okay, we can't even tell you just how much we appreciate and our gratitude. When we get you on the ship that
Yeah.
we're chartering, where we're the hosts, you will kind of get to, feel that Southern hospitality. But, we're going to take care of you. You guys made this happen, and we can't thank you enough.
And
We will be
it's-
sending out the recording and this presentation to everybody for, emailed by, should be ready tomorrow. And like I said, we are super excited, guys. So again, thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank
When
you.
we're gonna-
That's
I'm
wonderful.
anxious to start training.
We're working on that. Yep. I know we're anxious to start training.
Yeah, we're ready. Yeah,
Okay.
We gotta know that shit back and forth. Like,
absolutely. Yeah.
Wow.
That's the good thing about it, is that it's in one
Wow.
ship. So, we'll be able to,
Yeah.
to know every single thing about it. And for those of
That's
you
what-
that live in Florida that are going to be working, then, we'll be able to get you on the ship for lunch at some point, either late this year, early next year. So you'll be able to kind of, check out the ship and everything. But yeah, we're building out the models, the technology, the database, the CRM, the website. Everything is being built now, and we will be able to start training within the next couple of months.
Right.
With that
Okay.
being said, okay, again, guys, we're always here. Email, phone call, whatever you want. Okay, so we wish you guys a wonderful rest of the week. And
Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Oh, yes,
Thank
that's
you.
right.
Yes, thank
Happy
you.
Mother's Day to all
Happy
the moms.
Mother's Day.
Yes, happy Mother's Day.
Okay.
Mhm.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
guys.
Bye.
Take
you.
care.
You've done
Bye.
a great job. Thank you for
Thank
that.
you.
Thank
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Really.
Take care.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
We
Jeff.
appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
This
Happy
is
Mother's Day,
great.
everyone.
We're
We'll see you
we're
next
gonna have
time.
fun. And it's fun too. We're gonna
Yes.
have fun. It's not just, we're gonna have fun.
Okay.
All right.
That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Bye,
you.
guys.
Bye. Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.